Ladies and gentlemen, I'm holding a burrito, and this is the midweek wrap-up.
This is the midweek wrap-up.
Like a burrito.
Thank you.
Oh, I get it now. This is
the midweek.
And there's wrap
Wrapped it
up.
up.
Oh.
There's NX beans.
Please keep going. Cheese NA.
Meat is out of the recently released WWE Superstars.
Meat event.
Yeah. Okay, this is strange.
And super sauce.
Oh my, we just did that.
I think TNA should be TN onions.
Because it makes everybody want to cry. I watched TNA this week, so we'll be...
TNA stands for Travis Never Again.
Yep. Well, we're going to start off with the strange main event. I know, you're going to... Thomas Wolfe joke, everybody.
My mouth was full, so I wasn't actually going to make it.
Nah, you would have done it anyway.
He did it in his head.
See? So we started off with another RVD Seth Rollins match.
Yeah.
This one, RVD got a win.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It saved the match for me.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match because it's those two guys. Always going to be a good match, but it felt like I've seen it before because I have.
Well, yeah, this was, what, the third time they've done it?
Yeah, at least.
No, they did it, and then they did it the second time for, like, beat the clock.
Right.
And then it didn't happen.
And then we got to see
And
it.
then it happened here in Portland. And then I think it happened. Sneeze.
I think it might have happened last week.
It's happened quite a few times.
Yeah. This one was good though. We had RVD win by countout. There was he almost got counted out, and then he had to come back against Seth Rollins. Then he tossed Rollins over into the timekeeper's table, and RVD got the win, which I thought was.
It was a nice little touch.
Yeah, it was a nice little change up to the somewhat feud they have going.
Yeah, it was a way
rivalry.
to let RVD win, making a different ending than usual, while not making Seth Rollins look weak.
Yeah. RVD's current 90-day contract actually came to an end this past week. Or actually, it was last week. He wrestled a few days over, so his matches on Main Event and SmackDown are probably going to be his last matches for a little while.
I know why he wrestled over his contract. To make up for dates he didn't wrestle while he was injured.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Good on you, Rob. Up next, we had Adam Rose versus Curtis Axel. We would get the news that Ryback is actually injured.
Really?
Yeah. Adam
I watched it. I know. I'm just pretending to be surprised so you can explain it.
Adam Rose made mention, that he was sorry that Ryback was injured. I didn't know Ryback was injured until he did post a video of him in a hospital bed. He's going under surgery for something. There's really no details out there as to what injury he's dealing with. But
what's up, Ryback?
Yeah,
let us know.
He did post on his Twitter that he was going away for a while.
Yeah, I saw that.
A lot of people thought he was leaving the company, which doesn't look like it's.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it's the case.
I didn't think that. I just thought maybe he, wanted to take some time off, which I was fine with because I'm not that invested in Ryback's continued WWE career, but I don't really hate him. It's just, okay, you can take some time off.
Yeah,
you probably earned it.
But we did have a good match between Adam Rose and Curtis Axel.
Yeah.
I think
Adam Rose has rarely ever had a bad match.
Adam Rose doesn't really have bad matches very often. There's some that are a little shorter than others, but solid match with Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel got all his stuff in. It was nice to see him still doing stuff, even though Ryback's on the shelf.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that Ryback, being sidelined due to injury, doesn't end up being like the death knell for Curtis Axel's career.
Yeah, because Curtis Axel is a solid wrestler on his own.
Yeah,
he had that push as the Heyman guy and really hasn't done much since other than
and it's that thing is like he's a singles guy that then became established as a tag team guy. But now I think he's more established as a tag team guy than he ever was while he was a singles guy.
Yeah.
And now that he's back to a singles guy for the time being, I'm afraid creative and writing in the office just is going to kind of give up on him.
Yeah.
Well,
The way that
I
things are
never
a lot.
thought he had anything to offer as a singles guy, really. From Michael McGillicuddy to even a little while after he started teaming with Ryback, his nickname that I gave him was Mr. Mediocre. Because
he's not Mr. Perfect.
right, he's just like he's good, but there's nothing there.
I liked him better when he became Curtis Axel.
Yeah,
because I felt the Michael McGillicuddy name just didn't draw me in.
Right, being Curtis Axel did more for him, but he was still kind of boring to watch. Like, he was technically good in the ring, but he didn't have anything special about him.
Yeah.
And I fear that now that Rybaxel is not going to be around, it's going to fall into that same thing. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I do like kind of out of necessity is we've seen a couple of singles matches recently out of Curtis Axel's.
Yes.
Because he had the one with Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have this one. I'm seeing a little bit more out of him singles-wise.
Right.
Yeah, he realizes that he's gotten as much TV time because he's been in a tag team, and now he needs to hold that spotlight on his own.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have the fact that he's in a tag team to help him keep going. He's got to do it by himself.
Which explains why Ryback wasn't in his corner in the match against Sheamus.
Yeah.
It does. So yeah, we'll see what's up with Ryback. We'll see how much more we get from Curtis Axel. It's good to see Adam Rose on TV again. Yeah, good match. Adam Rose gets the win. Hit him with the party foul.
I want Adam Rose and Zack Ryder to team up to be the Party Bros.
The Bros Buds. Come on, WWE.
Alright, it's time to unmatch the buddy.
Yes, do it. Speaking of tag teams, our main event was the Matadors versus Dust to Dust. Dust to Dust coming off their heel turn the previous night on Raw. Matadors,
And for the most part, Dust to Dust, they played it pretty straight. They weren't.
yeah, I mean
They weren't too space dickish.
they said, they've been saying throughout the week that they overreacted on Raw. People need to understand this. It was their chance at the tag team titles, and they wanted to make it right.
Right.
They had a really good match with the Matadors. Very entertaining, very fast paced. The Matadors would actually get the win. And
That surprised me.
Yeah.
then Dust to Dust would not take too kindly to that, and would
They're space dicks.
proceed to chuck El Torito out of the ring.
Astronauts and
No,
nice
they
guys.
launched him.
Into the ring.
Oh yeah, because he's a little bull. That's what they're made for.
Yeah.
Made for launching.
Yeah.
Thank
It says
you.
JBL on SmackDown. Little bulls were created for launching, apparently.
So yeah, so we're getting more and more of the Dust to Dust heel turn.
Space dickery.
The Astro not so nice guys. It should be interesting to see how far they take that. And
Interplanetary douchery.
They're going to take it all the way to the stars. You know that.
oh yeah, just be careful of that solar system because it flips sometimes. We'll get to that on SmackDown. Up next on the Midweek Wrap-Up, we've got NXT. Setting up for more Takeover 2. Things are getting interesting on NXT. We opened up with a very basic match where the Ascension destroyed Powers and Purple Guy.
Yeah, we had a Let's Go Jobbers chant that I liked during that match.
I thought it was Let's Go Powers.
Nope, it was Let's Go Jobbers.
Wow.
Needless to say, what we opened up was a glorified backdrop for their WWE Supercards app commercial.
Yeah.
Which is a great game. Me and
Yeah.
Thomas Wolf have been playing it. We're having a great time.
I don't have a smartphone.
You need to get a smartphone just to play
Just-
Supercards.
Just pay for your phone to go to college if you don't want to actually upgrade.
That's true.
I think it would.
It'll cost more than
Maybe,
upgrading.
Yeah. Up next, we get the reveal of the brand new general manager of NXT,
This was exciting.
Mr. William Regal.
Regal!
That was how JoJo announced him.
Yeah.
one of the predictions that we made when we were talking about who the potential
one-
general manager could be.
Yeah, I think that's the one we decided was the most likely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
and
I
that's-
said
yeah,
when I
that's
told
exactly
him
what
what
we said.
happened, I was like, it's the guy who makes the most sense.
Yeah, the most sense. He's been connected to NXT for the longest time. He'd be coming out talking about how NXT TakeOver 2 was coming up in just a couple weeks, and he'd be talking about who was going to face Adrian Neville at TakeOver 2.
Tyson Kidd.
We get
Tyler Breeze.
Sami Zayn.
No, Tyler Breeze.
No, Tyson Kidd. He's the one who came out and accepted.
No, Sami Zayn.
But Tyler Breeze is so pretty. He needs to be the champion anyways. He's the champion of cuteness.
But Sami is insane.
But Tyson Kidd has the experience on all of them.
His wife's better.
His wife's better than a lot of people.
This is true. But we would get Tyson Kidd to first come out and say, I accept this. I accept the number one contender spot. I thank you, Mr. Regal, for putting me in this match.
See?
And then
Tyler Breeze, my pick, came out and said, you know what? No. I'm going to wash the Ugo off the championship. Not that Ugo. There are way more people deserving of a title shot than Tyson Kidd, especially his wife.
His wife deserves it more than a lot of people.
And then Sami Zayn would come out and say, you know, there are a lot of people deserving of a title shot, but let's be honest, the guy who deserves it most, you're looking at him, and it's Sami Zayn. And then Adrian Neville would completely take the wind out of William Regal's sails and just make the match himself, and would decide that he wanted to face all three of them in a fatal four-way. We called it again.
I always like to celebrate when we call shit that happens, but Neville, you stole William Regal's thunder so hard.
What I like is Regal was like, well, that's not what I had in mind, but I'll do it. I want to know what he had in mind.
Yeah. He actually had, like, the six-pack challenge. He was going to bring in, like... and...
Prince Devitt and Kevin Steen.
Neville, you fucked up!
No, I'm gonna... I think he was just gonna have Adrian Neville versus Angelo Dawkins.
That sounds...
Yeah, that guy.
Sounds like something Regal would do.
Backpack fella.
Yeah.
I thought it was Percy Watson when I saw him.
We'll get to Angelo Dawkins here in just a second. But up next we had Bayley versus Sasha.
Yes.
Rematch.
Very solid match, much shorter than their last one. Still really good. Bayley still showing her dominance as she's going towards that women's championship match she's getting at TakeOver 2.
Kind of. Because 95% of that match, Sasha Banks was beating the shit
Sasha
out of her.
was winning most of that match.
Literally, Bayley got a couple shots into the very beginning and then the finish. The whole rest of the time,
That's the face
Sasha
thing,
was
though.
walking on her.
Yeah.
That's the face thing to do. You get beat up and make them come back and win.
Not so much in NXT, though.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, I guess it depends.
It was the idea that Sasha was mad. She wanted.
Yeah.
She was mad. She wanted to show that she deserved the title shot. That the match was a fluke. But
She was trying to prove herself.
Right, but Bayley was still able to overcome everything Sasha could throw at her.
Yeah.
That's what they were getting across, and that's
Sounds
what
like
they
she's
got
trying
across.
to be John Cena.
She's probably trying to hug John Cena.
I want Bayley.
I do too.
I'm gonna walk up to her and tell her I'm John Cena.
Well, I just think she wants to
Oh, yeah,
hug.
because that'll go over.
I think she wants to hug everyone who works for WWE. She just loves WWE.
I'm going to work for WWE.
I'm gonna be John Cena.
She even wants to hug racist guy who got Del Rio fired.
Oh, what?
Might make the guy less of an asshole.
Maybe.
But, yeah.
That'll just make Del Rio more mad.
Why are you hugging a racist? Bayley would get the win. We'd have Renee...
Belly to Bayley Huntplex.
Oh, yeah, they did add... I didn't know it was called the Hugplex until
It makes sense.
they added it in. It was great.
I think they haven't actually called it that before. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the first time. But Renee Young would get in, would be asking Bayley about her women's title match coming up at TakeOver 2.
She called herself the kitten from the Hang In There poster.
Yep, that was adorable.
There is nothing that Bayley does that isn't adorable.
No.
There's just, everything she does is just too cute. We'd get Charlotte would come out and tell Bayley that pretty much, she's living in this fantasy world and she needs to come back to reality because if
stick with hugs before I destroy you. Intimidating line, but really structurally doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Stick to hugs before I destroy you.
Well, what she was actually saying was, you better hug people because I'm going to destroy you. So like,
you're going to die.
Say goodbye to your loved ones.
Get all the hugs in. But no,
because I'm going to break both your arms off.
It was weird to me because Charlotte came out and like shook her hand and then raised her hand.
That was last week.
I know. That's what's weird to me. But that happened, and then she's like, "Now I'm gonna kill you."
Well, now the title match is becoming real. So now she's like, "All right," and now it's the mind games because you have to have that advantage going into the match.
Yeah.
Which is probably why she raised her hand first. Like, all right, cool. Me and Charlotte are good. And now, oh fuck, now Charlotte wants to kill me. Now I should worry.
Yeah.
But yeah, great little promo between the two, setting up great stuff for their match. I'm excited to see it. It should be way better than Charlotte versus Summer Rae. Up next,
and way better than an Eva Marie match.
Yeah.
Everything's better than an Eva Marie match. I think we've established that.
Oh. A hand job with sandpaper.
Yes.
Down south, they call those sand jobs.
Oh my god. I wanted you to cut that out, and then Thomas said that.
It's staying in.
No, give me fight.
That's staying in. Oh my god. Okay, now we're going to move on. Do you guys want to talk about Angelo Dawkins here for a second?
All I'll say is I thought it was Skip Sheffield when I saw the glasses.
No, you thought it was Percy Watson.
Yeah.
You thought it was Ryback.
Yes.
Yeah, those glasses made him look so huge and white.
You know what it was? The down south comment.
Skip Sheffield's way too familiar with sand jobs.
Anyway, yeah, I didn't think it was Skip Sheffield. I thought it was Percy Watson. Because, just a black guy with weird glasses. There's like Percy Watson and Devon Dudley, and I knew it wasn't Devon Dudley.
That's true. The note that I made about it was that it was the longest entrance I think a jobber has ever gotten.
Yeah.
Literally danced long enough for them to give Bull Dempsey like a minute-and-a-half screen-on-screen promo.
Yeah.
Which is probably the longest screen-on-screen promo we've ever seen.
That's probably what it was. They're like, look, Bull talked for a lot longer than we expected, so you gotta really milk this entrance.
It's like, oh, don't worry, I've been working on it. And the crowd was kind of into it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely think Angelo Dawkins is on the
up and up.
Yeah, he's going to be on the next group of guys getting pushed. He didn't last very long with Bull Dempsey though. No. Bull Dempsey pretty much destroyed him, and I'm pretty sure Bull Dempsey saw Mojo Rawley the whole time.
Yeah.
I hope he did.
And apparently I saw Skip Sheffield, so...
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what it is with Angelo Dawkins looking like big white guys, but...
Well, there's something. Up next, we had the Legionnaires doing a promo talking about Enzo's challenge for hair.
That greaseball.
Oh, I have a question. This is unrelated except tangentially to the Legionnaires.
Okay.
Is it just me, or does Damien Mizdow look like Sylvester Lefort?
They have some similarities going on there.
Yeah.
So I think Sylvester Lefort is in way better shape than
Well, yeah, I'm just
Damien
talking
Mizdow
like...
ever could get in.
Yeah, I'm just talking because the beard, the glasses, the hair.
Well, he might not look like that much longer. Because Marcus the Lisp Louis would actually accept the hair versus hair challenge on behalf of Sylvester Lefort.
French guy with a lisp. That's...
Be here or be square.
It's...
Geeth.
You know, it's
I can't even do it. It's goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
Man. Like, I'm sure I'm excited to see him wrestle because I'm really hoping his wrestling ability will make me forget it.
He wrestles with a lisp as well. I don't know how.
Flam.
I don't know how, but it's All of his moves have a lisp. When he bumps, you can hear the lisp.
Oh
He runs off the ropes. Turn.
But yeah, you accept the challenge, so now we officially have the hair versus hair. We have Enzo versus Sylvester Lefort at TakeOver 2. That probably won't be the prettiest match.
No.
I think they're just going to fight each other until one of them loses, and then someone's going to be a mess of bald and hair.
How can somebody be a mess of bald and hair?
Because they're not going to shave every little bit off
Yeah.
while they're on the show, so there's going to
Maybe
be
they
bald spots and hair.
Maybe they will.
The only person that's ever been shaved completely bald on the show was Vince McMahon.
So
That's because he had 3 people doing it.
I think if Enzo loses,
You know what?
he doesn't have that much hair to.
So finally, we
I
had
dropped
the main
food
event
all
of
over Kevin
NXT,
Steen and Johnny Gargano.
where we had the 4 guys that were in, that are going to be in the Fatal 4-Way. We had Sami Zayn teaming up with Adrian Neville to take on Tyson Kidd and Tyler Breeze. Yeah, great tag team match. It's set up perfectly for this Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
Neville doing the corkscrew moonsault off of Sami Zayn's back.
That was
Yes.
so cool. That got a "This is awesome" chant. The end was great, where we had Neville setting up for what we thought was going to be some sort of like,
Probably the Red Arrow.
yeah, some sort
Breeze
of.
got up, smacked him, turned
And
around,
then-
saw Sami Zayn coming for the haluva kick, moved out of the way, and he got Neville.
Yeah, Neville got haluva kicked. Breeze and Kidd end up getting the win. But in the end, we get Sami Zayn standing tall, holding the NXT championship.
Yeah.
After kicking Tyson Kidd directly in the face.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Super kick like a mofo.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that Sami Zayn's going to take the belt.
I think we're all kind of in agreement that if he drops the belt, it's going to be to Sami Zayn. I know, Kevin, you think he's going to drop the title, period. You think it's
Yeah.
either going to be Sami Zayn or Tyler Breeze.
Mhm.
I think the only person he's going to drop it to is Sami Zayn, because if he doesn't drop it to Sami Zayn, he's keeping it. I don't think the other two are going to get it yet.
Yeah. I don't think there's any chance that Tyson Kidd gets it.
No.
So that's the boat I'm in.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think Tyson Kidd's going to get it.
Yeah. But I just think Sami Zayn's going to get it.
Well, we'll have to wait till September 11th, where we get to watch
So
NXT
far away.
TakeOver 2. It's only a week and a half.
That's so far.
It's not that
To
long.
watch, to have to wait for this match. So
But there's a really easy way you can watch it. And when it's over, you can watch it as many times as you want. You know how you can do that?
from my couch.
Yes. But while you're on the couch, what can you watch to watch NXT?
The TV.
But what on the TV can you watch to watch NXT?
NXT?
But where is NXT?
Full Sail University.
But where do they take the recorded information from Full Sail University when they record the NXT shows and put NXT on the
Internet.
Yes, if you go to WWE.com, you can find the WWE Network for the low, low price of $9.99 a month.
I brought the sign.
We like the sign.
$9.99 a month. Oh, fuck. I didn't plan for that to happen.
I did.
Yeah, week and a half away. We're almost there. NXT TakeOver 2. I love these NXT pay-per-view
Yeah.
network
Thingies.
special events. They're
And it's
awesome.
going to be Bayley versus Charlotte. And the Ascension versus the winners of the Tag Team #1 Contenders Tournament.
Fun.
And Bull Dempsey versus Mojo Rawley. And
I like half that match.
hair versus hair. With the Sylvester Lefort versus Enzo Amore.
Excited for that
European
match.
fucking shit's going down. International affair.
And there will probably be Market the Lift Louis.
And Big Cass. And
What if
it's going to
Big
be
Cass kisses?
$9.99.
What if Big Cass bounces the story?
Probably, thank him.
He could only help. Oh. You
Uh,
watched TNA this week.
I did, for some ungodly reason, I went, I want to watch TNA this week. Maybe I was just bored and I didn't have any more wrestling to watch. And I
You
just,
could have just masturbated.
How do you know he did it? While watching TNA.
they did have Taryn Terrell versus Madison Rain, which was for the #1 contendership, and now Taryn Terrell will be facing Gail Kim for the Knockouts Championship.
Sweet.
At some time in the future that I won't watch.
That wasn't.
That was the main event.
No, it was not. That was actually like the third match in. I didn't write everything down because not everything was great. They had.
You don't need to explain that.
I know.
Wow.
So, yeah, there was a really good promo between Eric Young and Bobby Roode. I guess last week on NXT, or not NXT, on TNA, they had
How
like.
dare you get those two screwed up?
They had like a 6-person. I don't remember who else was in the match. They had a 6-person cage match. Whoever got out of the whoever escaped the cage would be the number one contender to face Lashley at whatever pay-per-view is coming up next. And they did a really good job of
Was
having.
this a real pay-per-view or was this fake?
I don't know.
pay-per-views?
It was one of their
A
TV.
free review.
I don't pay attention.
It was one of their TV ones because they were like advertising all this when I watched TV.
Oh, okay.
So
Free
But yeah, they so they did a really good job of Bobby Roode and Eric Young knocked two of the opponents down at the same time and were crawling up the cage and then looked back and realized that they were like in the same spot and they both climbed up and they dropped at the same exact time. Like absolute perfect photo finish. So they had a meeting with Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was talking to him about what they think they should do. And they decided that next week on TNA they're going to do a match between the two. The winner of that match will go on to face Bobby Roode at whatever pay-per-view is
Bobby
coming up.
Lashley.
The Bobby Lashley. See, I don't like TNA. Can't.
Bobby Roode's gonna win and then go on to face Bobby Roode.
No, Eric Young's going to win and go on to face Bobby Roode.
Bobby Lashley's going to go on to win and face Bobby Lashley for the championship.
There's
And
a,
then Brock Lesnar.
That sounds kind of like TNA booking though.
Ah,
It does. There was a really good 6-man tag match. All X Division guys. Really strange teams, though. You had Loki, Crazy Steve, and Tigre Uno. They defeated Homicide, DJZ, and Manic.
So it was the guys from the 6-man match I watched.
Yeah. Really good. Yeah, really good, fast-paced stuff. You know, this is what TNA should be pushing if they want to make their product good.
was Manic heel?
Yes.
Is he a heel?
Yeah, I don't
I thought
understand.
his face.
He teamed with Homicide and DJZ.
Yeah.
And then
It
Crazy Steve.
right.
I want to see Crazy Steve and Loki just hanging out.
It looked really weird when they
'Cause-
both got their hands raised at the end of the match.
Because what I thought Manic was face and Crazy Steve was heel.
So did everyone else on the planet.
Yeah. Because like they've been trying to push Manic as like almost Spider-Man.
Everybody gets one.
Maybe.
That's a reference of some sort, I think.
Yep. Up next, this is a note from when you unfortunately watched TNA. The whole James Storm Sonata thing. There was the debut of the Great Sonata. He was dressed up in his usual like the hoodie outfit
Right.
that he comes out in, but then was sporting Great Muta makeup
Hmm.
during the match. I don't remember who he beat. Didn't care.
Well, at least it was.
Yeah.
it's good.
He was very entertaining. He ended up cheating by oh wait, it wasn't. He ended up cheating by using the mist.
Hmm.
He's-
Okay.
James Storm grabbed the guy's leg, and then Sonata hit him with the mist. So okay. Oh, it was Austin Aries. That's who it was. Austin Aries.
Wow.
It's a guy you're not supposed to forget.
And there's a tail that just went across the screen.
It's TNA. The things are blurry. Then one of the things
like me.
One of the things I thought was really cool that TNA did, they brought in a guy named Sergeant Chris Melendez, who he had two dreams in life. One was to serve in the U.S. military, and the second was to be a pro wrestler. He was overseas in, I believe, Iraq. His convoy hit an IUD, and he actually lost his leg, and was just completely destroyed. But he still wanted to reach that second dream. He trained, he got a prosthetic leg. He was able to get his physical conditioning back. He was in great shape. He actually, he had a mutual friend who actually knew Mr. Anderson, got in contact with him, and Mr. Anderson goes, okay, yeah, I'll check out the tape. He was actually really impressed. He sent the tape to Bully Ray, and the Dudleys actually trained this guy for free.
Sweet.
So it sounds a lot like Jesse Neal.
Yeah.
Except, yeah.
With one leg.
Yeah. The guy didn't get to wrestle, so I might actually try and watch TNA next week specifically to see what this guy can do. But I thought it was a really cool thing that I thought Team 3D trained the guy for free. He was out in the ring with Team 3D, Mr. Anderson, Kurt Angle, all of them give him really great praise. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to note on that.
G.I. Gowan.
And then finally, we are doing.
Is he missing the opposite leg of Zack?
Real American.
No, it's actually the same leg, left leg.
Okay. Because I was thinking they could like team up and then like hold hands on the way to the ring.
Family Guy made a joke like that about the perfect three-legged race team, where two guys with one leg. They just ran together.
Yeah, good work. The main event, though, they're starting the tag title series, where it's going to be triple threat tag team matches between Team 3D, the Hardys, and the Wolves. And the first team to get 2 pinfall victories will be the tag team champions. This match was awesome. There was, having the Wolves in there with 2 veteran teams was really great. Team 3D and the Hardys both look really good. This was the first time I'd been impressed with Matt Hardy in a long time. I actually he did a moonsault, which I haven't seen him do in years. He did a moonsault to the outside, which was even cooler.
I'm guessing he was more acclimated to the 6-sided ring this time.
Probably. Yeah, everyone seemed a bit more on the level this time. But the Wolves, or not the Wolves, Team 3D ended up getting the first fall. So if Team 3D can win the next one, they'll be the tag team champions. I have a feeling that it's going to be everyone gets a fall, and then the 4th match will go to whatever pay-per-view is there.
I really hope Team 3D wins.
Well,
I hope they win the next match.
Well, we do have the update that Davey Richards broke his leg.
Yeah.
So the question is, did they get all those matches recorded before he broke his leg?
Yeah.
Will he heal
Did they get them all recorded before Bully Ray left the company? That's why TNA win, or the Team 3D wins. So I think that would
You just want to watch TNA fail.
I just think it would be great if Bully Ray wins the tag team titles. It's like, okay, I'm done, and then leaves.
That's messed up.
I'm really hoping that
And then the Hardys get the titles because they're the only team left.
That's messed up.
Like you brought up the point that you think each team is going to get 1 point,
Which will
and
probably.
then it'll go to the tiebreaker
Mm-hmm.
thing. For the sake of TNA, and one of our biggest gripes on the show is reoccurring matches.
Right.
I really hope the crowd doesn't have to watch this match 4 times.
Yeah.
Especially you
At the
realize
same show.
Yeah, especially because TNA tapes multiple episodes at once.
Yeah.
How many times do you think the fans are going to be impressed with the same triple threat tag team match over and over and over again?
That's
And you can argue that the Hardys are one of the most innovative teams of all time, but that was 15 years ago.
Yeah, they used to be.
Yeah. Well, and the Dudleys are one of the greatest teams of all time. They still are.
That's true, but they're also older, so.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, the Dudleys, they're great every time, but they only really shine as far as innovation goes in no disqualification matches.
Yeah.
It's true. But yeah, Team 3D gets the first fall. That was TNA. It'll be interesting to see. I'm definitely gonna check out just for the tag team series. The Sergeant Chris Melendez. I'm really interested to see what they do. So I may check out TNA again next week. I may just read notes or just watch YouTube clips.
Also, you go back and watch that match. Watch the double stomp.
Oh yeah, holy, Devon got fucked up.
That's all we're gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Last thing I want to talk about in the midweek wrap-up is we got the news that Jake the Snake Roberts was hospitalized earlier this week. He was on a flight to Las Vegas, ended up passing out and was actually in a coma from midday Wednesday till Thursday morning. The doctor says he has double pneumonia, a mass on his brain, and fluid in his lungs right now. Who is in really, really bad shape. He's being watched over by Sin Bodhi and Diamond Dallas Page. Dallas did post that Jake is pretty grumpy, but he is talkative.
Well, that sounds like Jake. So
Yeah.
that's good.
So so we'll keep you updated on Jake's progress over the next couple weeks. We want to send out hope you get well, Jake, and it's good that he's got someone like
The
DDP.
direction he's in.
Yeah, whichever way Las Vegas is from Portland, Oregon. But yeah, it's good he's got people there watching over him. DDP's a good guy, still taking care of him. Get well soon, Jake. And that'll be it for this week's midweek wrap up. If you want to go back to the Raw review, go and click Eugene right here. If you want to go back to the indie question of the week and indie news, click CM Punk. If you want to go back to the midweek wrap up again, click Andre the Giant. If you want to go on to who Thomas Wolf picked this week in Streak Week, which will be next, click The Undertaker. And if you want to move on to the SmackDown Rundown, click the Hardy Boys right over here.
Over here. I'm trying to go off and look at myself on the camera.
You got it.
And we will see you during Streak Week.